Alright. So now, where were we? We're looking for the event. That's right. The decorations this year are different than last year's, but I could be misremembering. Okay, am I missing a starting quest somewhere? It could be. Things aren't fully loaded yet. I'm loaded over here though. Field invest. Right stuff. Yeah, that sounds about right. Here's why it's oh. For some reason I thought it should have been blue, but maybe not. All Saints Charm. The Adventurers Guild investigator is eyeing the festive displays with a healthy dose of suspicion. Oh my stars, could it be? The self-same adventurer who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed All Saints' Wake from a night of screams into a day of revelry? His face. Go. Thank the 12 for bringing you to us. For the fiends of the realm knock at our door once again, and we need a dauntless soul to help us ensure they don't tear it off its hinges. The host of this year's Parade of Horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume or no. Perhaps it is best not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. Why, one might think the Continental Circus was come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship, and offer your services to her ghastly celebration. You catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. I can do it. I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way at Mikado's amphitheater, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passerby into her ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeymoon. I mean, when I spoke with her, she just laughed, so see what happens this time. I'll tech support. It is you. I knew your arrival was inevitable. For any who once indulge in the revelry of All Saints' Wake cannot resist a chance to relive their Oh, such eagerness. We are ever in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Of course, I understand you have been tasked with bringing to light any iniquity on my part, but you will know from experience that I am perfectly harmless, so you're free to conduct your little investigation, if it pleases you. Okay. Together, I believe we can make this All Saints' Wake into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without judgment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is, until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective heroes. A joyous happening, to be sure. But what of the goblin, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who yet consider this a night to spread their ilk. So it struck me, what if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster life? I believe there is room for light even in the darkest of hearts. You might need to convince me. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine named Papa Gruff in facilitating an All Saints wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Perhaps you know Papa Gruff. He was once a voidsent so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers. But I have since shackled, or rather, politely reasoned with him to commit devilry no more. Knowing of his formidable magic prowess, I have set him to work under these guiding words, bright enough to fickle. Fear not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright. Not with much success, I might add. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would know better what appeals to the mortals of the city. Won't you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? You can count on me. Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he has yet to be chased from Gridania's borders. Please speak with him and give him my encouragement. Alright. Usually down here, and wow, the lag. There he is. Oh yeah, I met Papa Gruff before. Hi there. You're that meddlesome adventurer. Rather icy tidings of my humble performance have reached even your ears, good madame. Please honor me with your presence as my guest of honor. Without further ado, I shall summon a fell beast before your very eyes. I only hope you've brought a change of small clothes. A monster? It'll take more than a magician's cantrip to scare me. Look here, my dear thrill-seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin. Or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Oh, he's a cute puppy! Grrr. Loop. Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes, those razor-sharp fangs. Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the ends of the earth to have its ounce of flesh, and I would know, considering the scars of its wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last ilm, if I made it so. Okay, the last line. Catch the last line. Ha ha ha! Bloody brilliant. You drew us in all that talk of monsters only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see you are a clown among clowns. That didn't have the effect. The merriment, not a single blood-curdling scream. But a smile is not complete failure, I suppose. Ah, my pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me. Well, allow me to peel back the curtain, they say. Considering our previous acquaintance, this hardly bears repeating, but my true form is that of a voidsent. Ew, yeah, go back to your old form. Nay, not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be convenient if you ran away screaming at after every sideways glance in my direction. Now for this matter of this furry abomination. Right enough to tickle, but not scar, is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought it would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog, with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled? Depends. What frightens one may make another smile. Ugh. Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far. It does place me between a rock and a hellish place. If my task was simply a matter of bringing people to tearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one frighten to tickle? Ah, but you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. Sure? I'll be happy to help. Yes! Let's get right to it, huh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate toward the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city. It creates the perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find suitable test subjects. Let's see how well you tickle. I don't tickle very well. Saying. Papa Gruff is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the best objectives. Leave him behind by entering a different area. Yada yada yada. I want to test him. Alright, but we'll only be able to see in time. Alright. Let's see. Out. Okay, off to Sergeant. An All Saints Wake performance? Very well, but I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it will take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. That's neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable? From the ghastliest school you can muster. Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige. Bobbity-boo. Aww, egads. That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols, else my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played, well played. Nice. Next one here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, like on the complete opposite side. Oh, let's go for a run. I'll change. Helping anything. Might just be the game. Doubt it. There's less FPS drops, at least. Okay. Go up. One of the pumpkins. Oh, errand boy. These decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said anything. So, what type of bowl do you suggest? Something spooky. Pardon me, spooky. If you really think so. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Eek! Huh? Oh, one of those. Hi. You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come. There should be more pumpkins around Apakalu Falls. Okay. Apakalu Falls. Fighting. Uncowed girl. Don't tell me you're supposed to send a chill down my spine. How's it for babies? For babies, are they? I'll make this last wish she was back in her mother's womb. Too hard. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin. Beep bobbity boop. Ah! A monster! What impressive magic! My heart won't stop pounding. Ma had the right of their life when I tell them I saw a real honest-to-God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. I think twice before I insult a clown again. Thank you for the thrills. Bye! She say, thank you? Scared her near out of her shoes, and she thanks me? I'd say I've experienced that before. I dare say I even enjoyed it. Yes, now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. Okay. Alrighty. Display. Startled botanist. Good day to you, young lady. Let you join me in celebrating the joyous occasion that is All Saints' Week. Ah! Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind. Please go bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup. Oh my, aren't you in a fright? Not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help. You'll really help? Well, I could certainly do worse than a clown. I've come from a great long brewery, though fled from is probably more like it. I was tilling the fields like always, when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it, and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. Huh? When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm could persuade me to return, not whilst that horror wanders around. A monster? But we haven't visited the grower yet. What could it have been, do you think? Probably a mouse. We might have a real demon on our hands, though. You might very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they spring from. Yes, no doubt there are voids sent running amok. Here I am, tying myself into knots, trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through Trollswood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee and terror will have been for naught. I agree. Tremble and fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter. Huh? Truly? You're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Oh, I knew Father was wrong when he said all clowns were villains. Thank you. Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, it is not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void, or clown, can only achieve so much. But would you lend your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody? Of course. Thank you. Look at me, expressing gratitude, and to one of your kind no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Loam Brewery to get rid of this. Alright. To the Brewery. Words are hard. Lucha. It's a long way around. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference. Do that. Boo! Oh, come on! As I thought, a fellow Void sent. What, pray tell, are you doing here? A brother of the Void? You know why I'm here. We're the Knight of Devilry. Once we were free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long we have been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate the grandest event. Yes, the age of the Great Gourd shall give way to the era of the Great Pot. Even now my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the Knight of Devilry. You must join us, brother. Join us as we rise again. Huh? No. What? Why? Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton violence you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city with only a few starved mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift destruction. Ha! Spoken like a true coward. Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened sticks and clumsy clubs. Oh, but I am frightened. As you too would be, had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with the people here and extract terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. You have? Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore. Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your bland bread of loaf for dinner. That head! The great gourd! Naughty children ill deserve to join the festivities. They should be happy as decorations, to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps. Asha! My lady, how pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why we were here? I caught wind of a void scent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say I am quite pleased to see that you see merit in my approach to All Saints' Week. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue enjoying this unhallowed season on our own terms. Okay. So sad. Like he realized his error. Too late. With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove to be a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight any errant ghouls, perform the spell I demonstrated earlier. So doing, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares was not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it around in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charms have been cast, I shall collect pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in pie. Complete. I have learned the Moat All Saints charm. Oh, but we aren't done yet. Papa Gruff is eager to rid Gridania of his wicked brethren. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it. Let's wrap this up quickly, lest this year's All Saints' Wake be remembered as a disaster. Okay. I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields. As well as the trail heading to the east, perhaps toward the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the brewery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Gridania to you. Okay. Once the void scent have been verily vegetated, get Mikado's amphitheater so that we can deliver my master news of our success. Now let the show begin. Do-do-do-do. Right. Nope. The Wood Whaler and the Void Scent are locked in a tense standoff. Flick your wand and use the All Saints' charm to lighten the mood. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. Oh, he's so sad. A pumpkin? Wait, is this all part of All Saints' Wake? Must say, that made my heart skip a beat. If this is what adorns the streets, I cannot wait to see what the main stage has in store. Alright. Excuse me. Thank you. Shifty Void Scent. No force can rival that of terror, and upon terror we feast. I wave my wand with the Shifty Void Scent with a switch and a flick. Got a little bit of lag going on here. Here we go. What? It was just a pumpkin? I knew the wood whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. I've never ever seen such a feat of illusion before. If the rest of All Saints Wake is as entertaining, I'd best go find a main event. It's a hard, guys. Alright. Oh. Cluster girl. Hee-hee-hoo! Oh, that was cute. The child was cowering from the menacing void scent. Another piece of flag. Go. And here's another sad pumpkin. Huh? What? It was a pumpkin the whole time? I can't believe I fell for that. And now that I know it was just a trick, I'd like to see it again. Yay! You have turned all the prowling voidsent into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Miko's amphitheater to hear tidings of your success. Ooh, the amphitheater. Oh, I knew. There you are. I took care of the void sense still haunting the Great Mgrari. Ghost, really? You can count on me. I took care of it all. Good, good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Redania are the decidedly entertaining variety. Took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal. They can stand to remain in the current form for the duration of the activity. It is the least they can do repentance. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Mgrari and seek less haunted climates. As the master of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us. Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it a grand amphitheater or a cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you were as amused. That scary, or whatever that was, looks so real. I never could have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at work. As do I. But that every day we're filled with such presents. As a token of our thanks, we've made some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Enjoy them in good health. I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they've cooled. My good health. Nom nom nom. Oh, this is delicious. Okay. This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's aether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering. Is this the taste of gratitude? Oh, how much of my life have I wasted only supping on terror, when all along a whole world of flavors was left open to me? I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more. You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If performing my act will get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away. Why, this is shaping up to be quite the All Saints Week indeed. Could not have imagined a better day of celebration for all. Our success here is in no small part thanks to you. As I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand, I should return to my manor. Pray visit if you are in town. Ah yes, before I forget, do appraise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere. Okay. What a fantastic yarn! Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy? I admit I find your story hard to swallow. I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well. I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them. That may have compelled them to show charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. We shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. Thank you for everything you've done, and hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. Wait, oh, I should have put on. Oh well. I now have access to Sneaky Hollow. I don't need to go there.